Shalom, it's your brother Yahweh. I come again with another lesson. All right. And I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Hakwadash. All right, which is at the true ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue, the Lord spake in the Ancient of Days, which the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. That is not his name. The Heavenly Father's true name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shah. All right, which is Yahweh going into a he that exists, and Yahweh Shah, which is who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is our deliverer, man, in the Paleo Hebrew ancient tongue. Okay, let's give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who learn and teach, who we learn from, and who were well, and also citation to the elder of my count, Kazak, who I teach under here in Greenville, South Carolina, the man of Israel count. All right, and you brothers, Aqua and Aqua, remember you men and women who believe in our testimonies, also who's doing the will in these last days, who's pushing through through the hard troubles and their the things that you know that tries to distract us in these times. Keep pushing, keep your faith and keep enduring, man, to the end, man. I say that because these are times where brothers gonna be shooken, man, by a lot of things. If you've been living a smooth road, you're gonna start seeing things breaking up and dividing amongst you, man. So it's time to stay more in the truth, more on the works of behind, off camera and on camera, pushing, man. We can't allow things in our life to distract us from pushing. This is what's going to give us salvation, And I say that amongst myself and brothers who have been enduring and much tribulation, man, trials and tribulations. We must continue to endure. And with that, I'd like to say shalom. Let me get right into the lesson. All right. And the lesson is entitled NWO is here and liberty is fading away. All right. And I even got, I'm going off my notes, but I'm also going, go also into the scriptures just so it can be, valid, because I know how people are, a lot of ignorant people. So, that's going to be done. So no worries. The NWO, if you newcomers or, haven't heard of it, NWO is New World Order, man. Aided the new WO through the manufacturing of global events such as the coronavirus, pandemic, and mass shootings, and controlling their associated narratives to sow civil unrest. And that's what it is, to keep y'all all busy, y'all all tired, keep the nation at a wicked steady rate to where crime increase, wickedness increase, and to the point where self-destruction is upon the nation of people, to where they have no more control, to where they have to usher in martial law, man. This is all controlled. All this what's going on is all controlled to where it fails the people, so the people can depend on the government. And when they know that they have nothing left, when the people have nothing left, they're gonna do some shifty shit. So that's why they already got the military on the streets, because they know they finna usher it in. This is what we see through the spirit. I see through the spirit, man. They got the military in Chicago. They got them in Ohio. Got them in Washington, D.C., California, Texas. They got them everywhere, man, where Jake thrive and where Israel, the so-called Hispanics, thrive, man. They there, man. ICE is there with the military. All right, taking Jake out of the home, separating the children. These are U.S. citizens. These are people who are born here. They may got some that wasn't, but most of them been citizens, bro. They just want Jake out of here. They want Jake persecuted or in jail. And that's how it's going to be, man. He's coming in times of Jacob trouble. All along with the NWO, along with destruction upon this place, man. So the fear of the Lord should be amongst you, man, because you don't know what can happen. Okay? And the liberty, why I say the liberty is fading out, And because this is a state of your freedom to where you can do as you please, so to speak, says, and I got these definitions off Google. It said the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. So basically, you can say what you feel, what's right and what's not right, testify, etc. You already know what liberty does, where you can stand in front of the judge and sue whoever, all those things. So those things are fading away. As you see people getting pulled over and snatched out their damn car, those liberties of them trying to protect their rights are fucking gone. Excuse my French, but they're gone, man. They're gone. They're fading away. The Lord's taking away the mirth, man. He's taking away the things that people are used to. That normal is actually going away. We call Allah Yahbashim Yahshua too, because this is the coming of our Lord. He's coming to put order back in this place, man. So this word that we know of must come to an end. So the beginning of a new can happen, man. This is how you have to see it spiritually. All right. And I have also an article that I was going to go ahead and get out. This right here. I'm going to let you listen to what he's saying.
For too many years, it's been too easy for people to come here, slip into the shadow economy, and remain here illegally. Because, frankly, we've been squeamish about saying things that are clearly true. It's not just that it's not compassionate left-wing politics to rely on labour that exploits foreign workers and undercuts fair wages, but the simple fact that every nation needs to have control over its borders. We do need to know who is in our country. Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. Otherwise, it undermines trust, undermines people's faith that we're on their side, and their belief that the state can and will work for them. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
And you heard it from the devil's mouth yourself, man. As simple as that. And if you don't take that RFID chip or that digital chip, however they want to put it, your ass is not going to be able to provide for your family. You're going to be on the streets. They already made laws for being homeless on the streets now. You got to dig. You got to think about that too. Now they're going to put you in a concentration camp, or they're going to put you in jail for not cooperating. So Jason's going to be having to move very, very different and pray Yahweh Shemiah Shah hide them in the time of trouble. In a time where the sword is coming in as a flood, as it says in Revelations. Man, we'll be try to pray that you'll be hitting, man, that you'll be hopefully elect. Pushing, man, and believing, keeping the faith, no matter what trials and tribulation you're enduring right now. You have to do it for your salvation. Your kids, the woman. The Lord is gonna take care of them in some way, some fashion, man. We can't put all our worries in that. Our worries is having to be pushing, and no matter what the case may be, we'll have to look at things as this is all things that are done as of the Lord. So who are we to sit here and try to stop anything, man? We want this to happen. We're tired of being here. A real follower of the Lord is tired of being here, man. There's no hope for us here. There's no hope for us to be here and establish our life here and try to live. Jake barely making it now. So what 10 years or 5 years gonna do for Jake? Nigga, we gonna be on the street. We all gonna be on the street homeless, man. Look what this man is doing. Look at this cracker is doing, man, in this White House. He has done nothing but start a war. He has done nothing but uh, try to provoke Venezuela for their oil and threaten them with a sanction if they don't do it. So guess what? They have allowed China, Russia to become allies with them, so they can be backed by their power, which is allowing what? Them to be so much closer to the United States to blow this bitch to hell. And it's all making sense through the spirit. We see it. It's all America, Babylon the Great is surrounded. They're surrounded. You got Cuba with missiles. They definitely don't mess with USA. They've been ready to attack USA, and they're the closest, right next to Florida. Then you got Venezuela. Then you got Mexico. Then you got, the other Soviet Union countries who's ready to shoot their ballistic missiles and biotech, man. It's just this world is coming to an end, and that's why you see Esau on the streets with their sons talking about no king. They don't want dictatorship, but they always want dictatorship, because when it comes to getting niggas locked up, when it comes to unrighteous judgment, when it comes to the unrighteous ways of the judicial system and court system and working ethics, we can't get shit. But now that they can't get it, let's come together. Nah, Esau, let your shit fall. You ain't do it when Jake was falling. So now y'all falling, y'all want us to stand up with y'all? Fuck that. Nah, ain't nobody standing up for y'all. Y'all still got y'all families together. Y'all still got wealth. Anybody standing up for this damn country, man. This place got to go. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. All right. And I'm going to get that. Get that over here. 1 Thessalonians, verse 2 says, "For yourselves," I'm gonna read from the top. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And see, Trump wants to escape his judgment because he sees that the nations are ill with him, man. You see that what he has done, he has tried to provoke many people to be under his banking system, and they're not going for that shit no more, man. No one's sitting here allowing you to take their resources, make their people work more for less money, and make their economies weaker than it was, just so that you can have riches and your rich people can keep thriving, while the main people who are doing it for you suffer. This is the scheme of a so-called white man, man. Edom. He's a fucking bastard, man. He's strange from the womb. Nigga, he don't go to sleep till he has done some wicked shit. This is Esau. This is Esau, man. This what the man is doing. Israel has broken their treaty 45 damn times and still enacted war upon Gaza and Iraq. And this is what you see, man. These peace treaties, they're making these peace treaties with Israel. Israel breaks their treaties all the time. This is just the same as America broke the treaties with the Native Indians. All right, and other ethnic groups, man. They can't keep their word. They're liars. But we're the so-called best nation on earth. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's the most worst, bastard, stupidest nation on earth, man. This is Revelation 13 to 15, all the way through 18. And it reads, it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." All right, this is talking about the mark, man. And worshiping is that in that image is Esau, bound down to the system, man. Which means you give up all your rights to eat and work. And if you don't do it, you get all your rights taken away from you. Either you're persecuted and go to a guillotine, or you're tortured, man. They're gonna do whatever they want with you, because you're considered not a human to them. You're not a person because you're not part of the system. All right. So if you don't worship that with that image, you're gonna be killed. Said you should be killed. Revelation 13:16. Salakia. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And you see that? Ain't no escape for you rich people as well. These things are finna fall upon your family too. These things are finna fall upon the way you live too. Your riches ain't buying you shit because the currency of that money that you're using is not valid. It's bullshit. So if you're buying gold or anything like that, it's still not gonna be valid because the worth of it is not worth anything here in this country, man. You better get the fuck out of here while you can. It's not gonna be worth shit here because this place is in debt. No one is gonna be trading money through the system through here. So if you ain't gonna have their own bricks, they got their own digital currency. Even though they're gonna be having their beast system, but they're gonna have their own beast system. While America pushes their beast system, man, because they all got the shit. This all plotted of Esau Edom, man. Russia is Esau Edom as well. Don't get it twisted. All right. And it says that no man might buy or sell, in Revelation 13:17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So they are saved, which means from persecuting you and killing you and torturing you and doing whatever with you, you're saved if you got that mark. So how many of you believers gonna sit here and then try to say, well, I'm ready to die? You ready to die? Are you ready to really, be persecuted and beaten or whatever the hell they got to do for you? How about Shmiyav Shah? Are you really ready for that? I'm ready for it. I'm ready to die for this. I'm ready to get away from this bitch, man. I'm tired of this shit. And I pray that if I'm not a martyr, that I'll be in a chariot somewhere, man. Baba Kashai, you know what I'm saying? That I make it into a chariot, man. If I'm not a martyr, but no one knows. That's just my hope and my faith that I endure all these things and all these things I have to sit and watch and wait upon the Lord, man. Doing all these destruction, all these deaths. And that's the faith you must also have. Revelation 13:18 says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is 666. All right, which is that barcode number, man. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, least Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, and we're not ignorant of his devices. We see his plot and his plan, man. We see what he's doing. I read it to you what NWO is, New World Order. They sit and they plot and they make things to where they would cause uprising. What you see, an uprising, people marching, they're going to the capitals of their states. They're raising hell. They're throwing shit at the police officers. This is what this man want. So they fall into the hands of the deception, and they're doing everything they want this wicked fucking man to do. Meanwhile, they think they're doing something good. They falling right into his hands, man. And the Lord is setting it up that way. And this is what we have, the man of the Lord, prophets, those who serve him, we sit and watch, man. On towers, man, we have to watch with spiritual discernment. We have to be very prudent in the way we walk and how we make our decisions now, because things are going into play, man, to where we have to be careful. We have to be very sharp about where we're going and how we're doing things at work, and what we say and what we don't say, who we interact with and who not to interact with. Even though we got to play it off sometimes, but sometimes just walk the fuck away. Excuse my French, but sometimes we got to walk away from people, man. Sometimes we got to play a little dumb, like we don't understand what someone's talking about. When or ministry is getting brought up, man, because these are things Esau likes to mention to see who is who and who is what. You know, these are how they mark you, man. So don't be marked by Esau trying to play stupid with you. All right. Continuing on, Isaiah 30:1 says, "Woe to the rebellious children, say the Lord, that take counsel, but are not of me, and that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And this is basically going to the children of Israel, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man. Better wake up. You better wake up, man, because I see a lot of y'all still want to go night and go to sleep, go sleepwalking, thinking that things gonna turn around for this damn place, and it ain't. You know, ain't nothing's finna turn around for this place. It's only getting worse. And you praying against prophecy ain't gonna do shit but make you look stupid. Oh, I pray that this stop. I just want it to stop. Look, it's happening. Look at the children. Look at this. Look at that. It's supposed to happen. Is it a nasty sight? Yes. That's what the scripture describes. It's going to be a foul in the air, man. It's going to be death everywhere. Piles of death. Bodies everywhere. Killings. Because it's going to be people who not going to take that beast system. But it's going to be a lot of y'all that will. See what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of sedition among men. It's going to be a lot of people spoiling each other's houses, looking for goods, looking for resources to stay alive. Cooking and eating people, man. You finna see all kind of things going around here, all kind of spirits on the streets outside of things, man. You're gonna see a lot of things out here. People going in shooting people. The games you play, Last of Us, the movies you watch, the shows you watch, Black Summer, these zombie shows, all these things, man, that they're coming to a point where basically you're gonna be stranded by yourself, and all you have is how about Shmi Awashah, man. But for those who don't believe, man, you're done, man. You're done. You're done. Because why? When it was time for you to listen to this truth, you mocked the prophets, you laughed at them, you called them silly, you talked shit about what they was wearing, you saying that we're mean, that we're mad, we're angry people. You mocked us, man. And what you do? You put a mark for yourself for death because just because you want to be ignorant and don't want to understand it or get any knowledge at that, man. Getting mad because you hear cuss words is stupid, because everything that you watch on TV or even turn on the radio has cuss words in it or profanity or something that doesn't have no business doing in there, and you're okay with that. But when it comes to this truth and this word, when it comes to the word of the Lord, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you got to have limits on what you want to fucking hear. And that's what's wrong with Israel. That's what's wrong with our people. That's what's wrong with our people. We want to pick and choose what we don't want to fix in our life when they deal with the Lord. Continuing on, Isaiah 30 in verse 2, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is what y'all do, man. You walk to find safety. You go tell the police, hey, this is what's going on. Can you save me? I don't have nothing. I have this going on. I have that going on. You know, this is going to be a time of a real bad hellish state, man. The worst thing that the earth has ever seen. Worse than slavery. And you think these adversaries gonna give a fuck about what you gotta ask them, and you looking for help and trying to have security and shit? They don't care. You gotta think that the rich and poor is all together in this. You think they give a fuck about you need some help? You think they care about you? You think they gonna flinch for you when they got their own family to defend for? They're not caring. They're not caring about, unless you're a part of some cult or some group that prepared for this doomsday. Then you're not saved. You're not saved, and even they're not saved either. They just think they are because they felt like they had time to prep for a day where they can bypass a little bit of time. But no one is getting over it. How about Shemi Shah? This bitch is done. America is done. America is finished. It's not coming back ever. You trusting in this military? You thinking it's gonna prevail against the enemies or those who invade us and all this? They're not going to stop anything. The Lord's allowing them to have the strength to come over here and do harm. The Lord is putting the strength on them to do it. So what are you trying to pray for, you Christians? What are you doing while your pastor's stealing your money? What are you doing while your pastor's touching your daughter and your son? What are you doing while your daughter's touching your wife? Or your husband? Shit, I don't know these days. So I don't know what you praying for, you Christians out there. But you need to come back. You need to come to the fold of truth, man. You Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. You need to come back to your true power, man. And know who you are. Stop running from it. Stop thinking this so-called white man is gonna give you a fucking break. Only thing he's gonna break upon you is your damn bone in your neck. In that guillotine, man. Isaiah 30, chapter 30. And verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion, man. You gonna continue to walk in confusion, thinking that, oh well, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna pass away, all this gonna be okay. They gonna take care of it. I'm pretty sure they gonna get them out of here. This is supposed to be the greatest nation. I mean, it better be. You niggas are about to be in for a rude awakening. A rude awakening. Ain't nothing good here. Ain't nothing peaceful here. Everything you see now is going to increase 100-fold. You know what I'm saying? 100-fold. I got some videos on, just this video.
Usually used to be worked on every day in, day out. Ain't nobody working. Not a soul.
The Hispanic workforce is pretty much gone out here.
Our workers, the Hispanics, they will be up there. They don't want this to get wet. All those houses are sold, getting wet more than they have to and getting destroyed by the humidity. Well, they pay for them already.
This is not good. This is not good. I'm not seeing a lot of workers here. I'm not seeing a lot of movement going on here. This is not good. From a real estate standpoint, if you're already under contract for a property that's under construction, expect a lot of delays. And if you're looking for a new built property, expect prices to go up because there is a ridiculous shift taking place right now in the workforce. And unfortunately, that check is going to be passed on to us, the consumers. This is so sad.
Yeah, man. This is over with, man. It's over with. Ain't no workers on the farms. You see Esau crying about the farms, too. I ain't get that video, but it's a lot of videos about Esau crying about the woman crying about the EBT cards, about the, the food stamps and all that, WIC, and all these things, man. This independency woman strike and walk, this on strike women independency shit is finna come to an end. And now you shameless ass women are finna look for a man. But guess what? You gotta think about all those men, those good men that you rejected. Those niggas that don't give a fuck about you, they just gonna use you for whatever they need you for. And because you still make dumbass decisions, you're gonna walk right into your damn traps of doom because y'all bitches haven't learned anything. It's all about y'all. It's all about take. My happiness, my peace, my body, my whatever I can do with my body is my body. My body, my way. Okay, we finna find out real soon how much strength is in back those words up when this shit hits y'all next first week of November. A long wit was coming behind that, man. So keep on with your prideful ass ways and thinking that you got it all. That your mind is where it needs to be at. You know what I'm saying? Of succeeding in this place that's fallen before your eyes. This is the confusion in the bitch's eyes and the man, because a man would do whatever his a simp nigga would do everything his woman would do. Listen to her. You don't need to be in that. That's bad. They talking bad about the Lord and they doing this and they doing that. They said this and they cussing over there and they mad, cussing people out. Well, if you believe a woman to tell you what to do when you know what you're doing is true and it is righteous in the way that you're doing it because the scripture is valid, then this bit you're listening to her. Then instead of not listening to the scriptures, you're not a man. You're a female. You got a feminine attitude. You think the woman is over the man. The Lord didn't have that set up that way. It was Adam then Eve. The Lord said he rested Adam so he can have a helper, man. The woman is supposed to help the man, not try to be another man. And that's what's wrong with Israel. It's always, I gotta have it first. But Esau got y'all in his mind state to where y'all believe that shit. You want to be so much like him. Now you stuck like him. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 3 and all the way to verse 5, and it talks about, you know what I'm saying, this video I was showing you about, man, because if you don't take that chip, man, ain't gonna be no more work, man. Ain't gonna be no more, I gotta go to work today, I'll see y'all later. Nigga, you finna be chilling with them. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 3 says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Cause ain't nothing out there, ain't nothing moving, ain't no growth, ain't no mirth in the city. So they darkened, man. Verse 4 says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Everybody barricading the doors, everybody shutting the shit up, locking down the stoves. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that. It says when the sound of the grinding is low, you don't hear no buses no more. You don't hear no train stations. You don't hear no cars. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear no horn. You don't hear none of that. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of a bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna hear nobody singing no damn street no more. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 5 says, also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. You see, mourners are the ones who are without, man. Second Edges chapter 15 verse 14 all the way down to 19, and it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction drive nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is a civil unrest right here. This is going to cause new NWO. All right, they're going to fight against the military. It's going to be a civil war. We're going to see that. And this time, and verse 16 says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They shall not regard the president. They shall not regard no sheriff, no police officer, no governor, man. They don't care no more. They just gonna fucking say, well, look, we're gonna do this and that's it, goddamn it. We're gonna go on strike. We're gonna kill. We're gonna take it. Either you with us or we're gonna kill you. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see that? Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. They're going to have shutdowns on cities. They're going to blow up bridges. They're going to blow up dams. They're going to flood shit so nobody can't come over there and fuck with their shit. Taking their electricity, whatever they got, batteries, generators, all that. They finna do all this shit, man. Everything you see in these movies, everything you don't see in these shows they have put out, they're going to start blowing up shit, man. They're going to blow up bridges. They're going to blow up places. They're going to trap people in. They ain't going to get out. All right? They're going to trap people within their states. You know, that's what I see through the spirit. It says, And verse 18 says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword, going there with the gun, taking, killing, leaving no one alive, taking, ravaging the wife, ravaging their daughters, ravaging their sons, eating their kids. Who knows what's going to be happening, man? The Lord put this here saying they're going to come in with this. They shall have no pity, man. It don't matter if you have a newborn baby and you saying, please, I have a family. They finna pop 3 in your head, man. They don't care. This is how serious the time we're coming into. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. And this the Lord is doing. The Lord controls everything. For I make alive, he's like, for I kill and I make alive. Okay, the Lord do all these things. He does all these things, man. He doesn't spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Which means they're going through so much things. They're last, man. They not sparing shit. They taking whatever they can get. Kids dying on them, wife dying on them. They finna, man. You see how Esau is when one pandemic hit? They all hit the gas station. They all hit the stores. The stores closed down. The stores losing power. Y'all seen what happened during the shutdown of 2020 with COVID-19. So, what you think finna happen when this hit? When the new mandate hit, man? The new shutdown hit. What you think finna happen? When this government comes down upon us, man, what do y'all think is finna happen? You think it's finna be some warnings here and there? No, they're not even showing you what's going on amongst these great cities that are protesting, man. So what you think it's finna do when they come upon your doorsteps? You just best to be ready through the spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And with that, I hope all things edifying through the lesson. And I'm gonna end it. Shalom.